Virgo, we're gonna do a reading for you. If you want a personal reading, I'll put that information below. I don't really want to do a long intro with you guys. I just want to get started with your reading. So, what do you guys have going on? Let's see. Virgo rising, sun. No, not sun. Virgo rising, moon, Venus, Mars, Mercury. I don't like when people do their sun sign if you must, but it's not going to be the type of reading that you want. Rising would be best, but do what you need to do, Virgo. Negotiation. This keeps coming out for a lot of people. Expansion when it comes to your relationships, but this is like the relationships you want in your life long term. Secrets. Okay. Virgo, you're not showing up authentically in some of your relationships. I get that you're not recognizing how much people appreciate you, but it also might be that people aren't telling you how much they appreciate you. For some of you, this is in the workplace. I get here there's an energy of you feel like you have to keep a lot of yourself hidden. What is this? Music might be important for you right now. You might be manifesting through music. Be conscious of the type of music that you listen to. I don't mean genre, I mean like overall message. Sometimes when you're trying to manifest certain things to your life, music, and it depends. I'm the type of person that like I'm almost always listening to music, to the point that I've started to get kind of concerned with like Bluetooth headphones. I heard somebody say, I don't know how true this is. This might be pseudoscience. I heard somebody say that it's like not good for your brain to have them in all the time. That it is similar to like microwaving your brain, which I had never thought of. But now I'm like, oh no, should I not be wearing headphones all the time? Probably not. I'm a big music person though, and when I'm trying to manifest, say you're trying to manifest better relationships, it's best to stay away from music. Let's say you want to manifest love. Don't listen to music that is talking about like cheating. That's talking about you know what I mean, like not needing a man, not needing a woman. Focus on relationships. I mean, not relationships. Maybe are you focused on relationships? Focus on songs that resonate to what you want to manifest. That can be common sense, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes I'll be listening to music and I'll be like, oh God, and like turn the song, even though I like really like the song and I like the cadence and I like the beat, but the words I cannot connect with because the words are vibrating the opposite. I feel like there's a time and place for everything, but there are certain songs that focus on what the hell. There's something all over my chair. I think that might have been on my shoe. It feels like sand or something. Is sand relevant for you? Are you at the beach? Did you go to the beach recently? Are you going to the beach? You might meet somebody at the beach. A lot of songs, I like female rappers, for instance. I really like a lot of female rappers, but a lot of their songs focus on like, fuck that man. But if I want to manifest a relationship, I have to be conscious of what I'm listening to. Anyways, for some of you, I get, this is relationship. Let's see. You've been holding back. You might have been going through a situation of like You've been more focused on your finances. For some of you, it's like money has been tight lately. I feel like that's just the economy right now. For some of you, it's like money has been tight. So you've been trying to save money, and you might even be like, staying home more, not going out more, not being as social. I do that too when I feel like I don't have the money to spend. Sometimes it's like I won't even want to date. Sometimes I'll just want to focus on like my career and not date because I don't want to spend the money and gas to go out. Sometimes I won't want to like go out at all, which, it doesn't matter. we don't need to talk about my dating life. I'm gonna continue. I part of me wants to stop the reading and reset because I talked about some of my relationships in my other readings, so I don't know if that's why it's pulling that energy. I don't want to get into that energy though. Sorry guys. Reset. I do that though. Sometimes when I feel like my finances aren't where I want them to be, I'll kind of pull back socially because it's like I'm also a very generous person most of the time. I do like to buy around for everybody when I can. So I obviously I have to budget sometimes, especially being a business owner, you have to budget. I totally get that. That might be where, and that might be something that you've been keeping hidden from people, is that the reason you have pulled back in your relationship? Is that what's going on? The reason you've pulled back in your relationships is money is really heavy here for you. Career is very heavy here for you. And it's weird because it's I was getting earlier relationships. It's almost like you've pulled back completely when it comes to, ego. You've pulled back completely when it comes maybe dating, or I even get like hanging out with friends, just because you want to focus on your finances. There's been a cycle in your life of waiting and being single. Your energy is weird, Virgo, but I mean, I said that at the beginning. It's Moon and Virgo in the reverse. Is you don't want to share your energy with me. It's kind of like a greedy sort of energy. It's like you don't want to share right now. You don't want to share with other people. You might even like pull back, not wanting to be giving towards other people. This is almost entirely Pentacles, which is weird. You're not giving with your time anymore either. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. Like I said, I do that too sometimes. I think that we have to be conscious of our energy, and sometimes I become very aware that the people around me are draining my energy a little bit too much, and I have to control the energy and where I want to shift it towards, so I will pull back from people. I've also become very aware in the past few years of how other people's gossip about me has influenced my life. I went through a major my finances just went to shit all of a sudden too. It was very all of a sudden my career here, my videos here were doing really well, and then all of a sudden it just everything turned around. And then I found out that someone very close to me was basically lying about my financial state to people. She's a very insecure person. She was threatened by my success here, I believe, and so she was lying to people, saying that I wasn't doing well financially, and then it started to manifest in my life. And I think that sometimes, as somebody that is highly spiritual, that has a highly spiritual path, sometimes these things hit us harder than people that are unawakened. because that's a form of black magic. What she was doing dark magic and throwing a lot of dark energy at me. And because I knew she was like that, I knew she was not a great person. I wanted to believe that she could improve herself and that she was working on herself. And it just became more apparent over time that she was not. That's just set in who she is. And she was never going to be a good friend to me or a good person to me. So I had to let her go. And then the energy in my life immediately shifted. It's like sometimes when secrets is coming out, it's the 8th house here, so it gives me that you're somebody that is spiritual in some sense. You have to be careful because gossip is a form of black magic, and a lot of people do black magic on other people subconsciously. They're not consciously aware of how detrimental what they're doing are. And so when you have people in your life that gossip a lot, or on the other end of it, if you are somebody that gossips a lot and you are gossiping about somebody that is spiritually protected, that can manifest negative energy into your life. There are karmic consequences, because what gossip is you are creating a timeline of this person failing, of this person going through difficulties, and you're getting glee, you're getting some sort of joy out of creating a narrative of this person failing, and that can start to manifest in that person's life. And as somebody that is highly spiritual, I started to realize that although I am spiritually protected, when I allow somebody close to me that is doing these sort of harmful behaviors, it's almost like I'm co-signing on that person's behavior. So it's spirit works in, like, you know how people say you can do magic, you can try to manifest, but the spiritual world is going to respond to who you are as a person. It's also what you allow. So when you are allowing people to be close to you, whether that be romantically, whether that be friendship, family, that are telling lies about you, spreading falsehoods, or taking joy in your hardships and talking about it, that's a form of black magic. And when you allow those people close to you, you're basically telling spirit that, like, you're okay with it. So that is something that I had to recognize is, for some of you, it's like you've pulled back and you're not expressing yourself because it's you feel very depleted. You feel kind of insecure. You don't feel very stable right now. And the thing is there is a karmic ending that you need to experience when it comes to your ego and authority. So it might even be with work. It's not an ego like a narcissistic, like thinking that, you know, you're amazing. It's an ego like subconscious ego. Your ego moves in a way to protect you. So if you're subconsciously living in a scarce mentality, that there's not enough money to go around, there's not enough, for some of you I'm hearing not enough savings. Be conscious that your reality is responding to how you're showing up. And for some of you, it's not you, it's the people that you're associating with. You're close to people that are contracting a karmic debt, is what they're saying. And that's what it is. And that's something that I had to recognize in my personal life, is that when I excuse bad behavior from people that are consistently showing me that they're not good friends to me, not good to me, it's like you can take on their karma. And that's why sometimes people rack up spiritual debt by doing these harms towards others. And spirit will, the universe, God, however you want to identify it, people will be sent into that person's life as a catalyst for change, to show them that there's another way, to show them that this ideology that they're stuck in, that there's an alternative way, that they don't have to live this sort of like scarce mentality, competitive nature. And Virgo, I don't even get this as you. I get that this is people that are, there's like somebody in your life that is like holding on to you. And for some of you, it's like they're holding on to you financially. There's somebody, it's like this person associates with you, but it's because they want access to what you have, and they're not good for you. They're not a good person, and they're not good for you. And it's like, because whoever this is doesn't appreciate you, and makes you feel like you're not appreciated by others. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like we become the, 5 people that we're closest to. There's a karmic ending here. Someone's feeling very emotional. I can feel your feelings. It's sad. Somebody's feeling really sad. I think it's good to feel those feelings, but you have to do something with them. You can't just feel sorry for yourself. Yeah, you're not meant to live in this struggle that you have been, Virgo. It's in your head with the 8 of Swords. This is in your head, but it's manifesting into your reality because you're believing it. I feel that you have people around you that are influencing your reality. You are listening to, it might be news, it might be the music that you listen to, it's the content that you're consuming, the people that you're listening to. There's a lot of negative energy around you, and it's putting you into this scarcity. And with Alchemist coming out, again, you can transmute this energy. Ugh, this is a heavy reading, guys. You might need to clean your house. Someone wants something is coming out about somebody that has been manipulating, backstabbing you. No. No came out. Whatever you were thinking, the answer is not. No. Negative. Not that. Yeah, timeline shift is what fell. There is somebody around you that is creating negativity for you. And with shots fired coming out, this person is preparing to confront you in some way. They're wanting to. This is exhausting. You might have an Aries around you. I'm starting to get a headache from your reading, to be honest with you. I don't even get, this is not your energy. This is somebody that you should have cut off and you haven't yet. This is somebody around you that is just like kind of toxic, and they're just bringing you down. I mean, they do. If somebody gossips to you, they gossip about you. I get that I get that this is one person in particular. Oh, it's funny that I talked about the beach earlier, because this is the beach too. For somebody, that answer is no. That whatever is not happening. You're isolating yourself. For some of you, there's an energy of romance is coming out too. You might be isolating yourself Look, romance has come out twice. Not wanting to date. There is an energy here, Virgo, where you just like, you're really beating up on yourself. You're really not feeling good about yourself. And it's weird because the source of this is not from you. There is somebody around you that is trying to pull you into this energy. I don't know if they're struggling in life and they want you to struggle with them, or if they're just kind of a malicious person. Isolation, it's a 6th house, Virgo. I feel like relationships are at focus right now. Yeah, what do you want to manifest into your life, Virgo? You have to be conscious about how you're showing up to the world and how you're moving forward, because you're rejecting something that you have to learn how to love and appreciate yourself and not look to other people to validate you, because this is similar to, whose reading was it? Taurus. There's somebody around you who is not going to validate you because they're a very negative person. They have a very negative mindset. They hold on to you because you provide some sort of stability to them. I'm getting like comfort person. You might be a comfort person to them, but it's because of how you show up for them, not how they show up for you. This person is a drain. I'm hearing drain on your finances too. There's somebody here that is holding on to you and draining the life out of you and has you feeling like living in this really negative reality. When cornucopia, there is so much love, everything you need to soon. There is so much love and so much goodness that is available to you, but it's like you don't want to receive it. Yeah, that's what I told you. Somebody's holding on to you. Justice here. Court might be, I don't know, somebody might be a lawyer, you might have court. Gifts from the past. Fearful world. That's what I'm saying. It's like you're scared of everything. This is a Chicken Little reading. The sky is falling. With gifts from the past, I get that you have ancestors that watch over you, but the thing is that you have to make good choices. You can't just say, oh, I'm spiritually protected, let me go into dangerous environments and be around dangerous people and watch content that makes me sick to my stomach. It's like you have to take responsibility for your choices. You can be divinely protected, but at some point it's like, it's kind of like an addict situation, like a parent to a child that's an addict. At some point you're enabling the behavior. At some point you have to cut that person off. That's spirit is not going to protect you from all of your bad choices, because at a certain point you're not growing, you're not changing, you're not evolving. You have to be more conscious of what you are allowing into your life, Virgo. This yeah, your dreams are closer than you think. You know what is blocking you from what you want? Self-love. And sometimes self-love is saying no. Sometimes self-love is putting up really strong boundaries and not backing down. You have people in your life that are manifesting harm into your life. You might not be able to cut them off completely. I don't know your situation, but you need to, at the very least, distance yourself and start to take responsibility for what's manifesting into your life. Start to take responsibility for your, I'm hearing worldview, but I get your reality. You're letting other people dictate your reality, and you're letting it make you feel helpless. And I don't get that it's not completely your fault, because obviously this has been conditioned into you at some point. This is something that, you know, originates from childhood. You might have grown up in an unsafe situation, and so you have a tendency to look at the world as unsafe, and because of that you're accepting less than what you deserve, rather than protecting yourself from things that are unsafe. You have accepted that things are unsafe, and you are putting yourself in unsafe situations because this is the best that it could get. You're accepting bad friendships. You're accepting bad, not acquaintance, bad associates, negative associates, people that are bringing harm into your life, whether they mean to or not. Because that's just the way that it is. It's not the way that it is. It's your choice. And this is what you're choosing. You have to take responsibility for what you're choosing. And the change doesn't happen overnight, but what helps is looking to, you might benefit from seeing a mental health provider if you're feeling depressed. But, what I find personally is when I try to focus on music, on movie, on relationships that make me feel good. And when something or someone makes me feel bad, I limit their access to me, or if I can, I cut them off completely if it's something consistently happening. I feel like that's long enough, guys. I'm sorry. I feel like a pit in your stomach. We have to take responsibility for ourselves. No amount of spell work or tarot readings are going to fix your life for you. They can guide you in the right direction, but you have to make better choices for yourself, and you have to stop living in this, the sky is falling kind of reality. Changing your reality takes a really, really long time. I had my first awakening in 2014, and I'm still working on my self-concept. I'm still having to recognize that I have people in my life that I should have cut off 20 years ago that are still around, leeching on my energy, unfortunately, because I like you, Virgo, want to see the good in people, want to believe the good in people, but some people, there's just more bad than good. And some people, it's not my responsibility to help them. And a lot of times the consequence of being cut off by a security blanket, by somebody that consistently showed up for them, is exactly what that person needs to get their shit together. If you get to behave badly and talk badly about people around you and tear people down, and everyone just nods and goes along with it, why would you stop? People typically change their behavior when they can no longer continue in the reality that they're in. And a good way to get people to stop being malicious is to stop engaging with them, to cut them out of your life. My life has gotten significantly better every time I have recognized, wow, this person makes me feel bad on purpose. Let me remove them from my life. My life instantly gets better. And that's because you build trust with yourself, and you build trust with, whatever God, universe, whatever you want to believe in. You can't say, I want to manifest better into my life, but I'm going to stay in this exact situation and change nothing and just hope things change for me. That's not the way the world works. The change starts with you. The change starts within. And what is really helpful when you're trying to change the way that you're showing up to the world is to remove the things that are putting you in this negative state. I don't think that you're stuck in any situation or relationship. I think that there is always a way to make it better or change, but it's up to you. I can't fix it for you, unfortunately. I say this with the most love, and I don't want this to resonate with anybody, but I'm going to be honest and read the cards as they come out. I'm not a reader that is going to pander and tell you how amazing you are. I mean, I get that you are amazing, Virgo, and the reason that you don't feel like you are all the time is because there are people in your life that intentionally make you feel bad. So do something about that, okay? Love you, bye.